Hey, Stephen Yanni here at High Octane Classics in Auburn, Massachusetts, doing the High Octane Walkaround with a 1969 Camaro. Now, we all know that Camaro arrived on the marketplace in '67, so this is the third model year. And Camaro was designed to take on Ford's Mustang, which it did very well. By 1969, almost 250,000 Camaros were selling. Meanwhile, Ford Mustang sales fell precipitously as Camaro began to take away customers that otherwise might have bought a Mustang because that was the only game in town. But the Camaro answered that problem. Now this one here being a '69 one-year design, it's considered a first gen, as are the '67s and '68s, but '69 had these sort of speed lines here into the side of the body, front and rear wheel openings, which 1970, a whole different design came along. So 1 year, if you like these speed lines, you need a '69. Now something on this one that we see that's pretty cool is the front fender with that 427, that magical 7-liter big block logo right there. Now we gotta remember, there were a handful of Copo, central office production order 427 Camaros and Chevelles in 1969. Not sure this is one of them, but it's decked out as a nice tribute to one with perhaps some real Copo goodies. We'll get into that in a couple of minutes. But again, the 427 on the front fender of this thing is something that was not normally found. Ordinarily, the 396 was as big as it got in Camaro land, of course, with the 350 and 327s below that, and 6-cylinder engines as well as possibilities. But the big block Camaro was the Camaro you wanted to take down almost any Mustang. Let's look under the hood. Like a Copo 427 Camaro, this one does have the domed Super Sport hood. And like a Copo 427, it's not a Super Sport. We see the blue bow tie here in the front. So we have to ask ourselves, what engine is under the hood? Ah, there it is, the big block Chevy. Now the Copo came with a specific suffix code and block casting number. We know that this one has a 512 block casting number, which is used on some of those Copos. Not saying this is necessarily a Copo, but it's kind of been decked out to look like one, complete with 427 cubic inches. Some aftermarket Cal Custom finned aluminum valve covers, very cool Day 2 touch, classic 1969 Speed Shop goodies there. Edelbrock dual plane intake manifold here. A small Holley 4-barrel carburetor, probably a 780 CFM, and a little bit of dress-up stuff, a chrome-plated alternator and bracketry here. Aluminum water pump, good to see that. Pulls another 20 pounds off the nose. And speaking of aluminum, this is a Be Cool cross-flow aluminum radiator, which is more efficient at keeping that big block cool at the drag strip or on cruise night. You choose. But again, power front disc brakes here. This car was originally built at the Norwood, Ohio plant right there. 12437 tells it was a V8 Sport Coupe. X11 means non-super sport, has the style trim. So an interesting little car, but again, the beauty of black paint on any vehicle, especially a '69 Camaro, is how it brings the body lines out to their fullest potential. Just a mouth-watering Day 2 car. So if you were driving a Hemi Cuda or a Boss 429 and you saw one of these with the 427s, you might think twice about running it. Let's look inside. Inside, it's good to see the short throw Hurst 4-speed shifter. There's a Muncie 4-speed manual under this transmission tunnel backing that 427, which means when you bang first, second, third, the rear axle and tires just go up in smoke, unless you're running slicks. But that's the whole point. Laying rubber in a V8 muscle car like this is a religious experience that few people get to enjoy. But again, the Hurst shifter on this one is an aftermarket piece, and believe it or not, you could get a Camaro with a 3-speed manual on the column, 6-cylinder cars generally. But again, a self-respecting pony car like this one needs to have a 4 on the floor like we have here. This does have the optional tilt column we can see right here. This little guy here, you move that, and you can move the column up or down to suit your needs, right, so like that. Kind of a cool little detail. Does have the sport steering wheel with the aluminum spokes and the vinylized grip. Just a good looking car all the way around. Of course, Day 2 Saturday night special goodies here. The oil pressure gauge, water temperature gauge, charging system voltmeter here. And again, just a cool little Saturday night warrior or cruise night specimen. You choose, but a cool little car. This car really reminds me of the Deep Purple song Highway Star. Big fat tires and everything is a lyric in that song. Basically a song about hitting the highway in your muscle car. Now this one here, this one does have first generation rally wheels with the small center caps, 15 inches with big fat Cooper Cobra radial GTs in the back, which are larger than the front tires, which gives you a nice down in the front, sort of a rake. The car's snooping along looking for Mustangs to absorb. And again, the same rally wheels up front with smaller Cooper tires up front. So again, it has a big and bigger look to it. And again, with the 427 on the front fender of this thing right here, this thing has as much bite as it does bark. But speaking of bite, this is the kind of car you definitely want to put slicks on, go to the drag strip and just run some 12-second quarter miles. Or again, as it sits here, lay some rubber all around the block, you choose. But again, the 69 Camaro, the end of the first generation Camaro, and to many people, the best of the breed. And with the 427, about the most potent of the breed as well.